Mike is with us in St. Louis. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm good, Dave. How you doing?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, I'm just going to give you a rundown of my situation. My wife and I are both 35 years old. We make about $125,000 a year combined. We both have great jobs, a very stable income. We no other debt, thanks to you. Debt free. We have about $80,000 in cash right now, in liquid cash in the bank. 2 kids, one on the way, coming in July.
Yay!
And, yeah. So, but we, since the start of the pandemic, actually right before everything shut down, we bought and sold, and then we bought and sold 2 more times since then. So,
wow.
How come? Why'd you do that?
Well, we didn't plan on doing it. We just, the house that we first went to after we sold, it was one of those cookie cutter neighborhoods. Next door neighbor ended up having a pit bull in the backyard, and we didn't want our kids around that. And we just kind of saw what the prices were doing, so we sold it. Bought another one through a friend, an acquaintance. So it was a buy-owner home. But that one was also in another neighborhood we just weren't real satisfied with. We bought it just because it was cheap. So then we sold and then bought one more time. And now we're where we're at. But each time, obviously, we've gone up in home. And so the home we're in now costs $400,000. We put $10,000 down.
How much is your house payment?
House payment is about $2,100.
Okay. What's your question?
Well, I guess my question is, like, do we have too much house? I feel comfortable with it. I know it's not within your guidelines right now with where we're at, but I feel like we can grow.
Actually, it should be. I mean, we tell people not to have a house payment more than a fourth of their take-home pay, and your take-home pay, not counting retirement coming out or health insurance coming out, but take-home pay after taxes, and your take-home pay ought to be $9,000 anyway.
It's about $7,500 because I'm a teacher, so I get a lot taken out for my pension.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your take-home pay after taxes, not after take-home pay with your pension, or take-home pay for your 401k, or take-home pay for your health insurance. That's not. We don't count that. I'm talking about your gross minus your taxes. Shouldn't be more than a fourth of that. Now, did you put this on a 15-year fixed?
We did not. It's on a 30, which I know it's not the best, but it's on a 30 on 3%.
Yeah, and you need to get you need to work to get it paid off as soon as you can. But no, you're not in over your head on house. I'll tell you what you are doing. Impulsing houses is straight up stupid. These 3 moves, very expensive. Very expensive. I mean, and so if you're going to buy a house, we find out what's in the backyard of the next door neighbor before we buy the house. If you're going to buy a house, there's a permanence to that you have to consider all the possible variables. You can't just go out for the weekend and come home with a new house.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet there's some anxiety issues. There's some marriage. There's something going on. There's some running happening, just ping-ponging back and forth. And being in house number 3 and already thinking, well, maybe I should somebody
house is not going to make you happy.
No, it will not. In fact,
as a matter of fact, it'll make you sad. And so what you need to do is you need to sit your butt in that house and not move again for a long time.
And then when you feel uncomfortable, you feel that itch, you feel the thing starting to rattle, deal with that.
Figure out what's causing the rattle, not the thing.
Yes.
So, yeah, you're jumping around, man. I mean, impulsing houses, woo, it'll get you.
And here,
and especially in this kind of market.
Dave, I have this in the new book. I've been there. Like,
you've impulsed houses?
I've impulsed, yeah, man. And it was covering up an internal thing that I was just the machine was saying run, 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 run.
Oh, and you're running.
I'm running from this rental house to that rental house to this, bought this house, sold this house, moved me and my wife to a residence hall on a college campus, trying to just frantic to do a thing without getting to the core issues. So I've been down that road before. Yeah, somebody there's running.